Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this video I'm going to have two replays for you in the Polish Tier 8 Premium Tank Destroyer, the SDP WZ66 GROM. Now before I get into the video, I just want to say a big Happy New Year to everyone, and also a belated Merry Christmas. I really hope you all had a good one. And yeah, thank you so much for the support over the last year. Honestly, it's been amazing, really. To be fair, wasn't expecting to get the amount of support I did, and yeah, I honestly just really appreciate everyone that's taken the time to watch and like and comment on the videos. So yeah, I do appreciate it and thank you. So without further ado, we will get into the first replay, which is on Fjords of all maps. So yeah, I wouldn't say this was a favourite for me for tank destroyers, but this is going to turn out to be quite a decent replay and a good ending to it. Now in the top right hand screen you can see the equipment I run. So I've got camo net, gun rammer and advanced gun laying drive. I've got born leader, rapid reload, 6th sense, camouflage expertise, steady aim, silent driving, muffled shot, situational awareness and green thumb as my perks. Now the equipment loader, I have gone for predominant gun setup, which yeah, I sacrificed obviously optics. The only reason being, it's a tough one because the view range on this is quite terrible. It's only 350 meters, so it's not that great. So you could argue that should do with some improvement. However, the accuracy on this, does need some improvement. It's got 0.40 accuracy, and the aiming time takes light years. So it just needs some improvement. It's got 16-second or just over 16-second reload time as well. So yeah, I've opted to really try and improve the gun as much as possible. In my view, it's a tank destroyer. You're going to be sort of sitting fairly back. However, with this tank, and you'll see in this video, you can play it as a bit of a brawler. Particularly top tier. It's got some fantastic turret armor. But yeah, I do play this mainly as a traditional tank destroyer, sort of sat a little bit back, but given a chance, you can go and brawl it, and you will see that here. So we got a shot into the side of that tank that we see across the way there. See that poor Tiger P slapped him for half his health. We tried getting the kill shot in there, but unfortunately it just got into cover before we could. You have to be quite patient with this gun, because it just is it's very troll. If I'm honest, it's very troll, but when it does hit, by god, it slaps. You've got 750 alpha there, which is a hell of a lot. You can pretty much two-shot tanks at tier 7 and 8, to be fair, and that's exactly what we're doing. We've just butchered this VZ with, like I say, this VZ is pretty much a two-shot for us. So yeah, you can see here, we're taking a few hits, but that's fine because we're happy to kind of do the trade. Now we low roll ridiculously there. I mean, I said, well, we can two-shot tier 7, bragging there, but yeah, we got, it's taken us near enough 3 shots to finish that VZ off. If we do, when we do, will we? I don't know. We're going to go around and we just bait the shot there, because I didn't want to take another round off that guy. I was kind of annoyed that, I took 2 rounds in sort of the sense of thinking, and to be fair, I might actually take another one here. But no, we do bounce the round off him, and we do get the kill. But yeah, that was quite annoying, to be fair. I was pretty frustrated that it took me 3 shots to finish that guy. I thought it should have been, realistically should have been 2. He low rolled massively on both shots. Slap another shot into the light tank there. Again, I think that was another low roll, so I'm really not doing well with the luck. Artillery gets nice luck though, and manages to hit me for most of my health, obviously. But that's fine, because we're going to take him out, so he doesn't have to do that again, and that's a nice feeling. However, we're one shot pretty much to a lot of tanks now, which it's not ideal, really, to be fair. So yeah, you can brawl with this tank, but you know, perhaps that VZ maybe I should have got in his face a bit more. But I was worried that, you know, if I'd done that, I'd sort of exposed my side and would have got into all sorts of problems. Now we've taken out that G-Saw there, which was a nice kill. That was needed to take that tank out, and you can see the scores aren't really in our favour with 2 tanks down. Got this TS5 that's a little bit isolated. I think the remaining tanks are in our base. Luckily our team have managed to take him out, but I've got round the side of him and I've put a shot in for my 3rd kill of the game, bringing us up to just over 3.5k damage. You can see we've bounced 1600, so we've bounced a nice amount. But yeah, our hit points wise, we're not doing that great. But we're only 1 tank down. We're going to try and bring it back now. We've gone back to the base. See the Pantherian, see the shell velocity is just, it's no mercy. It's just boom, dead. Absolutely love the shell velocity on this. Yeah, I've always been a fan of tanks with real good shell velocity, and the GROM is just exceptional. It's right up there. Now we bounced a shot off a T32. We got lucky there because again, could quite well have taken us out, but we've now turned this game on its head, and yeah, we're 2 tanks up, so I'm feeling a little bit more confident, but it's just knowing where the light tank and this tank destroyer is. Now I think if I remember rightly, the tank destroyer is an SU-152, so that could probably even splash us with HE and might take us out. But either way, even if it does sort of manage to pen us with standard rounds, we're dead. That, you know, near enough all the tanks here are going to be dead. But that light tank's still alive as well, and that's the guy that's kind of bothering me. The SU-152 isn't bothering me too much because if I get the jump on him, I should be able to deal with him. Okay, let's say SU-152, it's the ISU-152. Either way, both are pretty strong tanks. And he's full health as well, so I'm like, it's not actually looking great in my favour. But so initially I was gonna sort of think I was gonna go round, but then actually I think I changed my mind here, and I thought, by the time I go round, the medium tank's probably gonna die. So what I felt was the right choice was to sit here, just get to the right side of these rocks and just cover him if I can. But unfortunately the T-54E1 has come round, he's managed to take him out, and he's got out and dodged. It's not like he even came this way. So unfortunately, yeah, we're now down to a 2v2, which is not ideal. Fellow tank destroyer, I'm asking him to follow me. I wanted to sort of come round, sort of close the distance because he was a little bit isolated there. Now at this point I thought, right, okay, do you know what, I need to get up here and I need to get in a position where I can at least put a shot into that tank destroyer. The light tanks drove off. The light tank has actually played a really decent game and has managed to sort of get unspotted and then take out the SU-130 from distance. So between him and the tank destroyer, they've had a really decent game. I've got up to the top here now, and I'm going to slam a shell into that ISU-152. I now have to get into a little bit of cover. I was going to back down, but I'm now using this dead tank as cover, and I need to take out this ISU as quickly as possible, and that's exactly what I do. Use the dead wreck to cover me as much as possible. As soon as I've got the aim on that ISU-152, taking him out, no chances. Yeah, and luckily I managed to get a shot on him before he did me. I'm sort of kind of in adrenaline mode here. I'm like, right, okay, where's this light tank going to come from? I thought, I'm not going to go trundling out. I don't have the hit points to trade, and if he gets around the back of me, I'm dead. Luckily enough, the light tank actually comes up to the left hand side where I'm aiming, and I managed to get that shot in, and that was a close game. And yeah, we come top of the board with 7 kills, just under 5.5k damage. So no assisted there. We did block 1900 damage, only the first class, but we did pick up the Devastator and the high caliber medal for that game. But like I say, that was a real nice tight game there. And GG's to the T41E1 player there. He actually, he did do a pretty good job, and he did send me a GG's after that game. And yeah, he did play a decent game. He just got unfortunate really, coming up the side that I was facing. So anyway, moving into the second replay now. We're on Azure Coast, and again, not the type of map that I'm not gonna lie, Azure Coast is one of my least favourite maps. I just do not like it at all. However, I just thought, well, we just got to make the best of it really. We are actually bottom or mid-tier. So we are facing up to tier 9s. So yeah, I've coming over to this side now, and sort of my initial thought was, if I just sort of use these rocks as cover, I'm just gonna sort of get into a position where I can get shots off on these tanks. I'm far back enough that I'm not going to get spotted. Managed to get a shell into Aguila, so which is decent because, like I say, take out a light tank, that always pays dividends, regardless of the map type. So going to try and see if we can squeeze a shell into that tank destroyer, which we do. He gets shut down. Now this earth shaker is sort of poked out there, and I'm backing up because I want to try and back up enough where I don't get spotted. But yeah, I'm just not out of range enough to not get spotted, and we do there. But I put the shell in, I track him in place, and he gets shut down. Surprised I didn't take any return fire for that. Just kind of wanted to get the shell in, and pick up the damage. Now we're going to sort of go and play the beach. I want to help out our friendly tank destroyer as much as possible, but I noticed there's sort of a couple of tanks coming this way that I might be able to get some cheeky opportunities to get some shots off. So that's what I'm going to do. I was sort of tempted to take a shot onto the right there. Now our friendly tank has been taken out, and I'm going to get a shot onto that PTA there, which is good. We didn't manage to take a shot in return, but I think this guy is going to start trying to YOLO me now with his AMX 5100 friend. We have a bit of support in the sense of this Object 704. Object 705, sorry, not 704, 705. Tries taking a shot at the AMX, but misses. Luckily, we bounced the AMX shell, and we managed to take him out for our first kill of the game. We're already up to 3k damage, so we've had quite a nice start here. We are 3 tanks up, so we've done pretty well taking the initiative there. I think I suffer a bit of lag there. Yeah, lag spikes have been really bad this week. I've no idea why, but yeah, they've not been great. But yeah, suffer a bit of lag, but we're back in the game now. I'm going to get up behind this PTA who has decided he was going to focus on that 705. We set him on fire, but then the Object 705 manages to take him out. Trying to see if we can possibly sneak a shot onto Object 283 there, but he's just not giving us enough for us to be able to sort of attempt to take a shot. We do bounce a shell off in there. We do slap a shell into the side of him. I'm just going to try and close the distance here. I'm just wiggling my tank, sort of creating different angles. I have no idea what he was trying to attempt. That was a really sort of poorly aimed shot. Nowhere near. Luckily our Object 705 is coming with us, so I'm hoping that we can just sort of put pressure on this guy. Notice there's a tank destroyer up as well, sort of playing overview on this, and you can see the gun there trolls, and we just track this guy in place. You can't really snap with this tank. I mean, you can, but it's very 50-50 as to whether you hit or miss. In fact, I wouldn't even say it's 50-50. I think probably 60% is going to miss, 40% it might hit. Yeah, it's just how it plays out. Now we're in a little bit of bother here because the Object 705 is now dead. I've realised that I actually don't have any sort of, apart from the light tank, there's nowhere really in the vicinity that can kind of help me out. So yeah, I've got full hit points here, but I'm sort of thinking, I think I might actually die here. It's 7-all and the numbers are even, so I'm going to poke up here. I want to try and get a shot into this STRV, which I managed to hit the cupola of, no problem. Going to overmatch that guy. relatively easy. Just wanted to get a shot into him. I was happy to take that trade. But now I've got tanks closing in on my position, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turtle up to the left hand side of this rock. This is Hydra here. Can I sneak a shot? I know the gun just decides, nah, not going to hit that for you. Nah, sod that. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. 60% it will miss, 40% it will hit. Hydra manages to get a shot in, which is not ideal. I'm going to get a shot in there. Unfortunately, low roll. Now I've got this Roswell coming, and I've just decided to just try and angle, but I really want to sort of get rid of this Hydra. Hydra luckily bounces, managed to squeeze a shot in, and now I have to deal with the Hydra again. I think this is a case of me angling up and this guy just not taking the time to try and aim properly. He should have just got round the back of me, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, this guy has really sort of made quite a meal out of this. If he got behind me, then that would have been game over. I'm going to try and go for a shot in the guy's turret ring, but that, again, we're talking about poor aiming. That was my fault. I thought that might pen. It was shown that it would pen, but it isn't. I think this time I'm going to try and get underneath the gun mantler, and I do, managing to take him out for our 4th kill. And we're up to 7.5k damage there. So how we survived that engagement, we shouldn't have really. Those players should have had us all day long. The SRV is now distracted by something else, so we're gonna take the opportunity to put a shot into the side of him, no problem. There's only 2 tanks left. We have pulled this game around pretty much, and yeah, we're now actually 3 tanks ahead. Let's say we're up to 7.6k damage, 5 kills. I want to try and see if we can get a top gun. I want to help our friendly medium and heavy tank out and see the mediums of Ragnarok on very slim health points. I don't think that guy is going to survive much longer, to be honest, just because the Ragnarok has no armor at all. Not sure who they're facing yet, but I think the Ragnarok's probably just sort of trying to play as safe as possible and just get a shot off as and when he can. It's difficult when you're in that situation. Light tank is closing in, so I was sort of thinking the light tank would probably go behind him, but the light tank seems to be taking a position near the Ragnarok and heavy tanks. I'm not entirely sure why he's done that. I would have thought he would have sort of been better getting up behind and creating a second angle. I'm going to go sort of right over to the left because, again, I want to sort of try and create as many angles as possible that we can get on these tanks. But yeah, I think I'm just sort of going to position up here and basically just wait and see if any of these tanks will peek out and might be able to get a shot onto them. We've got this to object 257, I think it is, that's a one shot. But the M103 is just kind of in the way, and then I see the enemy M103 just poke. And I try getting a shot into his bottom plate, but unfortunately it just bounced. I'm asking the M103 to pull back. The M103, well, actually it was the light tank, managed to get a shot on both tanks. So he managed to take out both those tanks as they peeked around the corner, which got us the win. So see how we go on. We got 5 kills there and just over 7.5k damage. With 2,450 blocks, a really strong, nice game there. Picking up the ace tanker and high caliber in the process. So yeah, that is the GROM, folks, and absolutely fantastic tank destroyer. Very strong tank, I would say. And yeah, that is it for the video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and leave us a comment, and yeah, I'll get back to you. And as always, I'll catch you next time.